So very good morning, my dear students. Once again welcome to grade 12th accountancy class. So the again our NCERT book, sum number 12th one. Okay, we will discuss the last sum. So page number 290 and exercise 12. So that is the last sum of our cash flow statement. So I am going to take the NCERT book. Okay. So from the following balance sheet of Computer India Limited, prepare cash flow statement. Okay. They given the balance sheet. Thereafter notes to accounts. Then they given additional information. Okay. So you know already how we are going to start preparation of cash flow statement. Okay. So as you know, Computer India Limited cash flow statement for the year ended 31st March 2017. Particulars, make it 2 column, make it this symbol. Thereafter cash flow from operating activities. Okay, you have to underline that. Then again you want to know cash flow from investing activities. Okay. Cash flow from investing activities, then cash flow from finance activities. Okay. That's what our first duty, make it stage, correct? Setup of the other preparation of the problem. Okay. Classify into 3 activities, each heading. So Roman letter 1, the Roman letter 2, the Roman letter 3. Earlier I said now. So usually the operating activities, we're going to discuss more information. So leave it the whole first page, thereafter we go to second page, cash flow from investing activities, thereafter give some space, thereafter cash flow from finance activities. Okay, now we are going to start. How we are going to start, you know already from the liability side. Okay, first we will see equity and liabilities, shareholders funds. See under shareholders fund, share capital they given 2016 40,000, 2017 50,000. So as you know, increased shares, correct, from 40,000 become 50,000. Now you know where you are going to identify which activity. So naturally you know this from cash flow from finance activity. We got finance through issue of shares. Okay, how to write? So cash proceeds from issue of shares. Okay, how much? 10,000. Okay, so you now finished first one, share capital. So you know very well. So always starting from a share capital. Now you see reserves and surplus. They given note number 1. Okay, now go to page number 291. Under that notes to accounts. See reserves and surplus they given. First one is what? Balance and statement of profit and loss. That is 2017. Nothing but current year. And 2016 previous year 1000. Okay. Thereafter general reserve. 2017 2500. Then 2016 2000. How we are going to write? You know already. So first balance in statement of profit and loss. You have to take first what? That's what? After the cash flow from operating activities, under that you are going to write net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Okay. So under that, better put underline. Closing balance of surplus. How much is they given? 1,200. Okay. That's what? 1,200. Put inner column. Thereafter, less opening balance of surplus. How much? Nothing but 1,000. Correct. 2016. So what is the difference? You got it. Put 200 outer column. So finished for our balance and statement of profit and loss for the closing balance of surplus. Then going to deduct from opening surplus to get the difference. Then you will see general reserve. So 2016 2000. Now 2017 become 2500. You know where are going to write here? Going to write. Okay. So add. What is that? You know what is that? Non-cash and non-operating items. Okay. So under that, we're going to add what? Increase in general reserve. Okay. Increase in general reserve. How much? 500. Correct? 500. How 2000 become 2500? Okay. So now that's why increase in general reserve 500. Okay. So I think now the reserves and surplus note number 1 is over. Then move for the non-current liabilities. Okay. Under that they given 10% debenture. That means what? 2016 6,000 now become 6,500. So you know very well you got cash through issue of debenture. You can do it here. Okay. So cash proceeds from issue of, you can write 10% debentures. How much? So how much increased? You know how much increased? 500 increased. Okay. Put it here. 500. Understood now? Similarly, they are given according to this information 10% debenture. You have to verify any adjustments given. Yes, go to additional information. They are given interest paid on debentures 600. So you know where you have to write? You have to write it here only, right? First here, interest paid on debentures. How much? Okay. How much? That is 600. Okay. So that's what they given. No additional information. 600. So put in the bracket 600. Okay. Immediately I'm going to write it here. Right. Interest paid on. Interest paid on debentures. How much? That is 600. Okay. That's what we should be very careful. Any interest on debentures, that rate first under finance activity, the cash outflow. Interest paid on debentures 600. Similarly, we coming for our operating activities, under the non-cash and non-operating items, you have to write interest paid on debentures. You want to add, correct? Done. So we finished our non-current liabilities, correct? Now move for the current liabilities. Number 3. Under that, they given short-term borrowings. See the short-term borrowings, they given note number 2. So what's the note number 2? Short-term borrowings, bank overdraft. So I just discussed one of the problem, correct? I think 10th problem. See here they given what? Bank overdraft, 12,500 become 6,800. Okay. So what happened? Our overdraft decreased. So you know where you have to write? You have to write it under the finance activity. So decreasing what? Our bank overdraft. Bank overdraft. So how much it decreased? See how much it decreased? 12,500 become how much? 12,500 become 6,800. So what's the difference? 0, 0, 15 minus 8, 7. So 11 minus 6, 5. So how much decreased? 5,700. Okay, put in the bracket. So decrease means we have to positive figure. So here decrease in overdraft. You understood? So overdraft is decreased. Okay, how much you have to write? 5,700. Okay, that's what here. Should be very careful. Already discussed. Correct. So here the bank overdraft from 12,500 become 6,800. So how much it decreased? That's what you have to write. Decrease in bank overdraft 5,700. Under financing activity. Correct. Now move for the short-term borrowings. Finished for that. Okay. Then trade payables. So what happened? Trade payables 2016 12,000. Now 2017 become 11,000. So what happened? Our current liability what? Increase or decrease? It is decreased. You know very well where you have to write. So give some space. You know here you have to write. Operating profit. So here operating profit. See operating profit before working capital changes. Okay, that's what you think, you know very well. So under that, you know what should be add and what should be correct. Okay, you know current asset decreased, current liabilities increased. Similarly, current asset increased, current liability decreased. So here current liability increased or decreased. That's what. What is the current liability? The current liability is our trade payable. 12,000 become 11,000. So you have to write it where? Here, correct. So trade payables. Okay. So trade payables. Within the bracket 12,000 become 11,000. So how much decreased? Decreased how much? 1,000. Okay, that's what the here for the current liabilities. Right? Thereafter, what next? Short-term provision. Here should be very careful. So short-term provision. See note number 3. What they given? They are given two short-term provision. One is for provision for taxation. That is 2016 3,000, 2017 4,200. Thereafter, proposed dividend. 2016 5,000, then 2017 5,800. Now you know how to write. First you have to take what? Provision for taxation. For 2016, how much? 3,000. That means what? For whatever the last year provision, we are going to pay current year. Okay, so the 3,000 we are going to show. You know already, you are going to show here. Correct? Yes. Okay, income tax paid. How much? 3,000. I write it here 3,000. Okay, 3,000. Then the provision for taxation for current year how much? 4,200. You know very well. You write it here. Provision for taxation. This is nothing but 2017. How much? This is 2,000. Better write it here for safer side, for easy understanding. Later on you confused. So how with the income tax for previous year where you want to show, current year where you want to show. Better put in the bracket here to a safer side. Okay, provision for taxation how much? It is 4,200. Now understood. So one, now finished for our provision for taxation work. Now move for the proposed dividend. I know already. So proposed dividend for 2016, so 5,000. You know where you have to write. You have to write it here what? So proposed dividend. Okay. Under finance activity, proposed dividend, nothing but 2016. Okay. That means what? Whatever the proposed dividend for last year, going to pay current year. Correct? That's what? What the proposed dividend for 2016? That is 5,000. Okay. So put in the bracket. The cash outflow. So proposed dividend for current year how much? How much you proposed? 5,800. This I am going to write it here. Proposed dividend. So nothing but 2,070. 5,800. Okay. 5,800. Now understood how the provision for taxation, proposed dividend. You have to practice. You can easily understood. Always you want to know the last year, the 2 years they given, previous year where you are going to show. Then current year where you want to show. The practice only you can able to easily understand. Okay, for that only the provision for taxation, proposed dividend should be very careful for giving treatment. Okay, now understood for this problem. They given clearly short-term provision we completed. Correct? Now move for the our asset side. Correct? Now the asset side, the first one non-current asset. Okay, the non-current asset, what are going to do? We have to open. Whenever the asset side, want to open what? See they given fixed asset, note number what? They given 4. They given fixed asset account and also they given accumulated depreciation account. So you want to open what? Here, fixed asset account. Okay, thereafter accumulated depreciation account. See here, accumulated depreciation account. Okay. So likewise, you want to open 3 accounts, right? 2 accounts. One is fixed asset account, accumulated depreciation account. Now we will see what will happen for preparation of this account. Okay. So okay, now we will see the fixed asset account, accumulated depreciation account you want to open. Why is that? Because they given the note number. Correct? So whenever assets, definitely we are going to prepare asset account. Maybe we know how much we purchased or maybe we know how much is sold. Okay. They simply given here fixed asset account less accumulated depreciation account. So whenever they give accumulated depreciation account, we want to make it separately. Now we want to open 2 accounts. One is fixed asset account, thereafter accumulated depreciation account. Okay, now we will see So fixed asset account, how to write? So to balance brought down. Okay, to balance brought down. Put this one. How much is they given? 41,000. Okay, that's what our opening balance. Similarly, buy balance carried out. See, buy balance carried out. How much? Become 40,000. Okay, become 40,000. Similarly, you want to open accumulated depreciation account. You know, accumulated depreciation, opening balance coming under credit side. Okay, here going to write. Right? So buy balance, see, buy balance brought down. How much? Buy balance brought down 11,000. Right? That's what our opening balance. Similarly, here to balance brought down. How much? 15,000. Okay, 15,000. Now we will see what will happen. See here, according to this problem, the just given fixed asset account, opening balance, closing balance. Then similarly, accumulated depreciation account, opening balance and closing balance. Apart from that, they did not given anything beyond this information, this additional information. Now, after preparation of this account, you will see what will happen. Okay, now here see here there is no purchase like that. So how we are going to write? See here, how much balance we are going to discuss now, nothing is there. So you want just to close it, 41,000. Here also I put 41,000. So what is the difference? That is 1,000. So what is the 1,000? Nothing but accumulated depreciation. You have to write what? By accumulated depreciation. That's what keeping on to maintain depreciation. So understood? 41,000 this side. 41,000. So what is the 1,000? This is our balancing figure. It's called what? Balancing figure. Accumulated depreciation. So understood? And fixed asset clear. That accumulated depreciation I'm going to post it here. What? To fixed asset account. How much? 1,000. Okay. Now which side is greater? Or debit side is greater? Okay. Become now 16,000. Okay. So here also 16,000. So what's the difference? Difference is 5,000. That is called what? By statement in profit and loss account. This is called balancing figure. Always put block like this. So understood, this 5,000 is what? Our depreciation for the current year. Where I am going to show? I am going to show it here. Depreciation. How much? 5,000. Now understood? See, for preparation of the two account, first we will get the balance for preparation of fixed asset account. Here, nothing, no sales, no purchase. So ultimately, what you will get? By accumulated depreciation 1,000. Depreciation posting here. Now what is the journal entry? Accumulated depreciation account to fixed asset. Corresponding credit, corresponding debit. So once I substitute for this accumulated depreciation account to fixed account. This 1,000 where I get it from here, right? So once accumulated depreciation become now 5,000. That is the balancing figure. So you want to prepare for this account. You will get it finally. Ultimately, what you got it? You got it what? Depreciation 5,000. Understood? For that, our fixed asset account over. Now understood for this problem, the fixed asset account, they given the note for this. Okay. Now move for the current assets. Current asset inventories, you know. So what is the inventories? What happened? Inventories 2016 30,000 become 2007 35,000. So our current asset increased. Correct? So you know ultimately here you going to write current asset increased. So here inventories. Okay, inventories. So how much inventories you have to write in the bracket? How much? So 30,000 become 35,000. Okay, put in the bracket 30,000 become 35,000. So what you will get? 5,000. That's what our increased our inventories or under current assets. Okay, thereafter trade receivables also 20,000 become 24,000. Again current asset increased. So trade receivables. Okay, trade receivables 20,000 become 24,000. Okay, so I'm going to write here 4,000 increased. Right. Thereafter you see cash and cash equivalents. That is our final for opening balance and closing cash. Correct. Now see last one, other current asset, that is called prepaid expenses. What is your other current asset? Prepaid expenses. You know already what is prepaid expenses. One of the adjustments in our final accounts. Okay, see here the prepaid expenses. What happened? 300 become 500. So where you have to write again? Here. See prepaid expenses. Other current assets, prepaid expenses. Okay. So what happened? 300 become 500. So that's write it here. 300 minus 500. How much increased? 200. Understood? So totally here 200. Now understood for this set side, we done it, current assets, everything. So now see, so again going to verify whether we done it all the notes to accounts, thereafter any adjustments. Where the adjustments only one given, interest paid on debentures 600. That already we done it. Okay, so we have to verify whether we done it all or not. Now going to see for our first our operating activities. Here operating activities, so what's the total here? So when I total it everything, so what's the total here? I will check it one by one. So total is coming under how much? Totally 0, 0, so 8 plus 2, 10, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, 1, 2. So 5 plus 2, 7, 12, 16. Okay, how much? 16,100. So check it once again. So total it 16,100. Under here 5, 5, 5, 10,000, 14, 15,000. So 16,100. You understood? Now I am put it just like this. Should be very careful. 1600 plus 200, 16,300. Okay. Thereafter the income tax less. See here less. Then put dash. Okay. So what is that? 3,000. So what is my operating profit before working capital changes? What is that? That is my 16,300 minus 3,000, 13,300. Okay. See here, there is no add. Our current assets decrease and current liability increase. So naturally, here this is nil. Okay. So I put nil here. I get the same figure here, 13,300. Now I want to total all this for our less item. Correct? Our current assets increased, current liabilities decreased. So what's the total here? So 5 plus 4,000, 6,000, 10,200. So I'm going to get 10,200. So what is our cash flow from operating activity? Nothing but our 2,000 here under. So 0, 0, 3 minus 2, 1. So here 13 minus 10, 3,100. So the first our operating activities in our book, they given how much? 2,100. That is wrong. That we discussed now. So here what is the operating activities? You get it. Cash flow from operating activities. How much? 3,100. Here there is no investing activities. Okay. Well, then here, what is our cash flow from finance activity? Now we will see, it is all cash inflow, 10,500. Total how much? 10,500. But cash outflow is more, that is 11,100. Okay. So what is the answer over here? See, our finance activities, what is the answer? You get it? How much? 800. Put in the bracket. I will clean this. No. I understood this ledger account, right? See here, how sir? Our 10,000, then 500. Okay, so 10,500 cash inflow. Our outflow is what? 5,000. See, 5,700. Then 5,000. Then this 600. Okay. What now much? 0, 0, 12, 13. 6 plus 6, 31. So 11,300. So 11,300. So what is my answer? 800 within the bracket. That means what? Cash used. Cash outflow is more than cash inflow under finance activity. You understood the calculation? Now you know how to get. How you got it 800. Okay, now I am writing what? What I am going to write it here? See. So this is our answer is what? Within the bracket 800. That is called what? Cash used in financing activities. Financing activities. Okay, that's what our Roman letter 3. Now go for the Roman letter 4. What? Net increase or decrease. Okay, so you write what? Net increase or decrease. Decrease in cash and cash equivalents. Equivalents. How you know? Roman letter 1 plus Roman letter 2, Roman letter 3. Okay. Now we'll try the answer. What is Roman letter 1? Our operating activities, positive figure. So 3,100. Roman letter 2, nil. What is my Roman letter 3? Just what? 800. Okay. 800 negative figure. So what is my answer? 0, 0. So 11 minus 8, what? 3, 2,300. That's what my net increase in cash and cash equivalents. You understood? So what is the answer here? So what is our answer? It is 2,300. 2,300. So whatever operating activity is 3,100, there is no finance activities nil. Our finance activities just 800 cash outflow. Then finally we get it what? Net increase in cash and cash equivalents. How much? 2,300. Have you understood? Then we know what is next. Going to add. Going to add what? Add opening cash and cash equivalents. Equivalents. How much? It is, see in our book, 1,200. 1,000. So what is our answer? 3,500 is called what? Closing balance of balancing. Opening. This is opening balance in cash and cash equivalent. Similarly, what will be our answer? 3,500. Closing balance in cash and cash equivalents. Equivalents. Now you got it now. How my opening cash 1,200 become now 3,500. Now see our book. They give us correct. Our balance sheet 1,200 for 2016. My opening cash balance. After we done all the three type of activities, three activities under operating activity, investing activity, finance activity. Then what is my cash balance position? Become 3,500. But see in our book they given answer operating activities also not 2,100. It's become 3,100. See here. So please change it. Then there is no possibility of investing activity. Nothing is there. 1,000. Understood? Okay, interest. So there is no investing activities. Thereafter, see finance activities. That's also what? How much? 800. Within the bracket. Right? 800 is within the bracket. So all the three answers are wrong. That's what in this particular problem. Please change it. Okay. So then only we will get it. Our opening balance 2,300 cash and cash balance. Totally our closing cash and cash equivalents how much? 3,500. So when you do this for in our book, see there is no, see 2,100, 1,000, 4,900. When you added all, what will happen? So 5,000, then 8,000. Totally 8,000. When you add it, 1,200 become 9,200. But not, you can't get it 3,500. So all the three answers is wrong. Better change it. That's why this problem I done it. Okay, so now we completed almost except one problem. I think that is our eighth problem, I think so. Correct. Eighth problem or seventh problem, maybe, I think so. Seventh we done it, okay. Then eighth also done it, ninth we done it, then 10th, 11th, 12th. So maximum done it all the problems. So here as a cash flow statement for this whole July month we done it. So our duty to identify the activities coming under which activities, thereafter how to preparation of cash flow statement. That is very, very important. That's what the process, how you are traveling in the problem. Okay, that's what preparation of the problem. First of all, you want to draw like this, make it heading everything, companies and which year, all everything are write it. Then particulars, then make it 2 columns. We have only 1 column. Okay. After that, you want to identify the activities. How we are going to start the problem? Always from our balance sheet, liability side, equity and liability, starting from the equity share capital. So when you follow like this, what will happen? You never miss the information. You have to complete the problem in the main exam. Maximum how many minutes? 40, 10 minutes. For that, we want to do the same techniques for preparation of the cash flow statement. So we know we started all the from our April onwards, April, May, June, July. Now we are almost 4 months. So we completed all the whatever first we started financial statement. Thereafter our accounting ratio. Under that we discussed the what are the different tools of our accounting ratios. Correct. So different ratios for our classification of 4 ratios, right? Whatever the debt to equity ratio, liquidity ratio like the solvency ratio, profitability ratio like that. Right? Now we discussed for the entire July for the cash flow statement. The cash flow statement, when you practice like this, when you move for your higher classes like CA, like your higher professional courses, you can practice now itself for in depth. Easily you can understand cash flow statement. So thereafter you can learn your higher classes. Funds flow statement also. Okay. So I hope that definitely understood these techniques for preparation of the cash flow statement. So accordingly, you please follow the information. Keep in your mind. Please follow from the balance sheet onwards. Don't skip it. From the operating activities, you don't research and search. Thereafter, you find how to do finance activity. Don't do like this. From the each and every item available on our balance sheet one by one. When you pick up that, then immediately going to see relatively any information, additional information, any adjustments given in our problem under that, you can make it treatment here simultaneously. You want to know where you want to give it simultaneously both sides. Why I am going to prepare some ledger accounts. Already we discussed now as a provision for taxation, thereafter our assets account, thereafter accumulated depreciation account. Especially you become confused for what? The post dividend. Okay. Current year and previous year. Okay. When you practice these 4 or 5 problems and make it other problems also, make it your side stronger. Okay. So definitely you have some idea about how to preparation of the cash flow statement to remove your fear. Right? You practice again done it our 3 or 4 videos done it for some problems. Right? So finished our NCERT book 290. Page number 290, exercise 12. So when any video, first you watch it with your NCERT book. So here your book, in your book only questions is there. We have done it only solution. Okay. Otherwise what will happen? I have to write the question, thereafter solution, make a start time. Okay, that's it. Keep in your book just to watch it. Then same problem, please put it in your notebook also. Whether it's coming under worksheet or in your own notebook. Okay. So with that, we complete our cash flow statement. So next class onwards, we go for a very interesting chapter. That is what our chapter number 1. Same book for what? Issue of share capital. Correct. So issue of share capital we are going to discuss. Okay. That's what our next video onwards. Accounting for share capital. That we are going to discuss. Okay. Thank you very much.